Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mohit Tripathi and today I am going to share most frequently asked questions on Lightning Web Components. So top 10 most frequently asked questions on Lightning Web Components we are going to discuss today. But before we move on to the questions, I would like to thank you all for all your love and support on my other videos. If you like the content, do like, share and subscribe it so that it can reach to the maximum audience. Guys, so Lightning Web Component is very trending and it has been trending topic for Salesforce developer from last couple of years. And if you have Lightning Web Components in your resume, or if you're planning to have Lightning Web Component in your resume, I think you should go with all these questions and at least have basic knowledge about it. And if you are not aware about the LWC, I highly recommend you to go through LWC and try to learn it, because this is going to be a top skill for a Salesforce developer. So okay, all right, I've got my notepad with me, and I've prepared this set of 10 questions. These questions I've compiled by taking various interviews, by appearing for various interviews and having discussion with various interviewers. So all right, the first question on Lightning Web Components is basic questions which interviewer may ask you, like what is the difference between Lightning Web Component and Aura Component, traditional Aura components. And he can also put this question in a different way, like why do we need LWC when we already have Aura components, or what is the difference between them, why we use LWC, and when we use Aura, when we use LWC. So basically he's trying to understand whether you know the basics of Lightning Web Component and why we have LWC at first place. So he is interested in knowing the basics of it. He can frame the questions in different way, but what he is trying to understand is the basics, whether you know it or not. With that, let's move on to the second questions, which is decorators. So Lightning Web Component has decorators. We have three decorators: API, track, and wire. And the interviewer may ask you that what are these decorators for, and why we use them, what are the advantages of it, and different kinds of scenario. Again, a very basic question which can be put up in a different format. He can ask you about only at the rate API decorator, why you use it, and what will happen if you're not using it, something like that. So a basic question, just to set up the template for the interview, he can ask. Third questions could be from the life cycle hooks. This is very important questions. Life cycle hooks are very important, and you need to understand that what are the different life cycle hooks are available on Lightning Web Components and why you use them. So we've got constructor, we have got connected callback, render callback, disconnected callback, error callback. Couple of these callbacks are LWC specific, so you need to understand why you use them, when to use them, and what you can do in these callbacks. What are the disadvantages of using one in place of other, these kind of things. So this could also be a question from the interviewer when it comes to the Lightning Web Components. In this series, the fourth question could be from the communication, how you can pass the data from parent to child. So this is again a very important question, and if you know the basics of it, or if you have idea about Aura also, then you will be able to explain this properly. I suggest you to take an example and try to explain it from that example, because that's the way you will take the least amount of time and will explain maximum amount of concepts. So passing data from parent to child is quite easy in Lightning Web Components. You can pass it directly, but explain it properly, what you can pass, primitive, non-primitive, and how you can pass directly in the HTML, or from the controller of your parent component, or on the action of the parent component, or you call the child components method on the parent component. So depending on which way you explain it properly with the help of example, that will be very useful for you. Again, the next question, which will be the fifth question, I guess, fourth or fifth, is how you can communicate from child to parent. Okay, this again is very tricky questions, and definitely interviewer will ask you this question, because this checks a lot of things, and these questions can can be asked in different ways. So from child to parent, it is a bit tricky to communicate, and you have to create custom events and everything. So make sure you explain that thing properly. These questions can also be asked, like how event mechanism works in Lightning Web Component. How can you create custom events, and how can catch or handle that event in parent, and if the components are not related with each other, how you're gonna do that. So this question is very wide in concepts, and you can explain it properly with the help of example. I suggest you to do that again. All right, so with that we can move on to the next question, which is, yeah, I think Lightning Data Services again. Lightning Data Services is not a new concept. It is already available in the Aura component, so you can explain it, all the Lightning based adapters and wire services, and Lightning based functions. So you need to explain each of them. I don't think he'll be asking in detail about any functions or adapters, but if you know them, you can explain, or you can point them out, like get record API, get record UI, these kind of things you can explain in your interview, and that will maximize your chances. The next question may come from the Lightning Message Services. So Salesforce released these Lightning Message Services in, I think, winter 20. I mean, in any of the releases 20, they release Lightning Message Services, which is very important and crucial to communicate between these three types of UI components. We have pages, traditional Aura components, and Lightning Web components. So make sure you have all the basics clear on the Lightning Message Services. What are the different APIs available, and how you need to create Lightning Message Services, how to create that channel, and then how to create how to add that in the package.xml and everything. Just get the basics of it. Guys, do let me know if you want me to upload the my handwritten notes on these topics, because I have got those things as well, and if you guys need them, I'll definitely be able to share that. And also, if you want me to explain all these questions, if you want me to make a detailed video on the explanation part of these questions, that is also possible. I can do that. All right, with that, next let's move on to our next questions, which could be import and export. What are these import statement, and why we use them, and what are these export statement, and why we use them. So import statements are basically we need to import Lightning element, because this LWC is built on top of HTML element, and we need to implement this Lightning element. Because when we say that Lightning web component is based on HTML or latest web technologies, everything available with the latest web. On top of that, Salesforce has added this security, Lightning Data Services, and additional couple of base components. So those are written in the yes, those are written in the Lightning element. So you need to import it. And why we export it? Because we need to export it so that other components can use this web component. So that is why we export it. See, this is a huge concept, and it requires a lot of explanation. So depending on if you want it, I'll definitely do that. All right, the next important question is how we can interact with Apex. Again, Salesforce and Apex is the major part. So interacting with Apex is really important, and basically there are two ways of doing it. If you talk about Apex specifically, we have wire services, which we can get data from Salesforce. We need to write an Apex class and annotate it with the proper annotations, and we'll be able to get the data. And also, if you want something to do on our demand, let's say on click of a button or something, then we have to use the imperative method and call the Apex method. We can also pass some parameters there and can get those parameters in Apex. But yeah, there are two ways of doing it, so make sure you go through that detail as well. Yeah, I think on high level these are the questions I wanted to highlight, but there are a couple of other questions as well, you can, they can also ask the, I mean, what how the component builder, what are the elements in a component builder, component bundle of LWC. Can we create CSS only file in Lightning Web Components? Can we share one file with other without doing additional things. Can we create JavaScript file and share it with other, what are the PubSub module, and yeah, so how you can interact, how you can traverse through a loop and display in a data table from a list or from a map, how conditional rendering works, and how you loop inside and display those things in the UI. So these are the basic questions in the LWC. Questions could be scenario based also, but topics, I believe I've covered most of the topics. Questions could be scenario based. He may say that there are three components, one is inside the other and the third one is inside the second one, and how you interact with them. Or A and B are siblings and C is the parent of them, how you interact between A and B. So these kind of scenario based questions, I think you may get. Sometimes they may ask you to write something like let's say if you have passed the account name, can you also display the list of contact opportunities associated with that account. So sometimes they want to understand whether you are aware about how to pass data to Apex and how to get data from Apex and can traverse it in the UI or not. So these are the basic things I can think of right now. Do make sure you prepare all these things well in detail, and if you get a chance to explain your things, do explain those things by example, because that will maximize your chances. So I think that's it for this video, guys. Do like the content if you find this useful, because we want to reach up to the maximum people and we are new, so definitely will be needing your help. And yeah, and do let us in comment box if you want me to make video on couple of other topics. I have the list of all the topics which I want videos on, but definitely suggestion from your side will help us. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much, guys. I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.